Welcome to Just Vibey Vibes. Welcome. Let's talk about love violence in that episode. Okay, the episode opened up with Matilda saying that how Josh is not angry because he normally takes banter very well. It's so funny how people don't know how to put themselves in someone else's shoes. It's like, oh, so if that was you, or if the whole kissing three-way thing, having two girls in Casa More, and everybody keeps saying that, oh, this is how Sean is. Sean does not like you just because he's so chicken that he didn't bring them back. He was so chicken, he wasn't able to, but that's the kind of person that he is. And all of that stuff, and they keep bringing that back. How would you feel? Like, I do not get it. Like, the whole thing is just crazy to me. It's so crazy to me that Sean and Joey are literally trying to gaslight Josh. They're like, oh, we didn't think he's going to cause this kind of big row. We didn't think that you're going to get this angry. Where is this? Josh did not seem that big angry. He was just done with it. It's like there are sometimes someone will do something over and over and over again. You're fed up. You know, there's this thing that people say that when a girl is shouting at you, talking back at you, she still cares. When she doesn't say nothing, she's done. That was where Josh was. He was done. Like, done with them completely. So I do not understand where they're getting the whole, oh, he's so... And for some reason, they actually believed. Like, they can see the guy calmly telling them that you guys have done it too much. I am tired of it. And somehow they act like he's like, oh, you guys have done it too much. Like he just scattered the whole place and all of that stuff. The way they are talking, that's literally what he did. But that's not what happened. It is like, pop, mind blown. Really. And then Grace saying that, oh, I don't see her. It's just banter. Girl, you know we're defending when they were bantering with you, right? We're defending you when it was just banter and the banter was get towards you. Was it nice to you? Like these people, I can see that Grace does not like Josh since Josh did not chase things with her anymore. Like she put him for a chat. He never put her for a chat once. So she put him for a chat. He never put her for a chat. And she has realized that he actually kissed her to maybe get Mimi to know that, hey, you cannot just be too comfortable. So that's the reason. So literally kind of he used her at that particular point. So I think that's why she doesn't like him at all. And Jess's one, I don't even know what Jess's problem is. Sean is so annoying. Oh, it was just a light-hearted, sweet jokes. Like the way sweet roast. Like, who was it sweet for? Who was it sweet for? Because something is sweet for you does not mean that it could not be bitter to someone else. Like, these people are just so annoying. And then the producers chose that moment to send Joey and Jesse to the hideaway. I felt like that was just deflection. They're just trying, because like, why do you need to send someone to the hideaway when the hideaway is always open? The hideaway is always open. So why do someone need a special invite for them to go to the hideaway? Like, you guys thought, like, at that point, I was just like, why did that hideaway? I was just on Twitter, just perusing through Twitter street, because at this point I could care less. Like, if I had something to do, I would have gone to do it at that particular point, because why am I watching those two people? What's the reason? It's just ridiculous, honestly. I can't lie. I can't deal. Last thing, when Sean came to pull Josh for the chat, he said no. And I was so happy. I was about to start clapping, like, good thing. Don't go. What kind of stupid chat? It's like tiring. It's same thing over and over again. It's just annoying at this point. And then he now said later, okay, let's go. I feel like the producers did tell him that he should go for the chat. That's why he went, because he was not going to have the chat. And then the next day morning, now Sean is acting like all sorry. They've told him that the public, they're not feeling it. They've told him, okay, you have to cut this off or something. I'm sure they're not going to tell the public are not feeling it, because that would be them giving him an expo into like what is happening. So I don't think they would have done that, but I think that maybe they've told him, okay, you're doing too much, you need to dead it or something like that. And honestly, Joey and Sean are so dense. Like, they don't listen to anybody at all, because the family came in and they said the same thing. They said, stop it, it's enough. Like, stop doing this, stop doing that. Focus on your relationship, stop putting your head in someone else's relationship. They said all these things, and I thought they actually got it for once. But nope, they didn't. They actually did not get it at all. It's just above me at this point. Like, those two people, nah. Someone that cannot take advice, someone that does not reflect on their life and see what they are doing wrong in life, that's the kind of person you don't want to be with, whether they are a billionaire. Because, like, look at it this way, like, nothing. They don't see anything wrong in their life, which means anything that goes wrong is on you. They blame it on you. They will continue the same. Like, you're going to date someone for 2 years complaining about the same issue, and that issue will be what will get you guys divorced, and then you're going to be like, Why did I even date this person and then marry this person for this shit? Because I knew this shit from the beginning. He would keep saying, I would change. I would, oh, no, I understand. He would do another one in a different form, but same thing. When Grace was saying that whole shit, that, oh, I understand. I like the fact that Jess stood up for him because it's too much. And then when Sean was having that conversation, Joey went there. I'm glad that Ayo came too, because it's kind of like, why was Joey there? And then Ayo came in. I'm like, okay. And Ayo was just actually making sense, like having proper conversation, full sentences, and making sense. For you to get Ayo to have full sentences, that's a lot. And my guy was just like, it's too much, it's enough. You guys are acting like you don't understand where this is going. And like, you're also hurting me with that too. And then when Josh told Sean, then Sean now went to have the child with Mimi. Of course, Mimi was like, okay. What do you want her to say? Oh, no, I'm not going to take it. And nah, she's not going to do that. But then, now let's go to the relationship ranking. The hottest couple. When the people said that it would be Mimi and Josh, actually, Sean was like, no, I don't see that. He was not even trying to see them at anywhere, but surprise, surprise, they're number one. So number one was Mimi and Josh. Sean couldn't see it. Kieran and Nicole were second. Joey and Jesse were third. Most vain couple, Joey and Jesse number one. Grace and Ruben number two. Matilda and Sean number three. Most genuine couple, Jess and Ayo third. Mimi and Josh second. Nicole and Kieran first. What's dress sense? I knew Ayo was going to be there. I'm like, there's no way Ayo is not going to be there. All over Twitter is him dressing like someone that is going to office or church or something like that, that has been like everywhere. Like, I'm not like going to church and dressing nice or going to office and dressing nice. Just, you know what I mean? Like choir, they say everybody has to wear black trousers and white shirt, or like waitress kind of situation. That's how he's been dressing. So yeah, I knew they were going to be up there somewhere. I knew that they were there. But they were not even that up anyway. Matilda and Sean number one, because Sean cannot even dress to save his life. Jesse and Joey number two, because Jesse cannot dress really, but Joey cannot dress at all. I think he thinks he's fly, but nah, guy is not hitting the way you think he is. And then Jess and Ayo, just because of Ayo. Jess can dress. Least sexual chemistry. Grace and Ruben number one, Matilda and Sean number two, Mimi and Josh number three. I see why Grace and Ruben were there, because everybody thinks that, and Matilda and Sean, everybody's like, why is Matilda not having the ick? And then Grace and Ruben, everybody feels like Ruben likes Grace, but Grace does not like Ruben, and I think so. Most likely to cheat, Jesse and Joey. Yeah, I feel like Joey is going to. Matilda and Sean, I don't see Matilda staying with Sean too long after this whole thing. She might stay for a bit just to get whatever they can get as a couple out of it. But after that, I see her leaving. Then Grace and Ruben. Yeah, I think Grace is going to leave Ruben. It's not going to work. I don't even think it's going to work at all. I will be shocked if that works, actually. They're staying together to win. Grace and Ruben was number one. Matilda and Sean number two. Nicole and Kieran number three. Like, why is Nicole and Kieran there? I don't think they're staying together just to win. They are just together for together. They could win, but that's not why they're not staying. They're not going to break up if there's no winning. You understand? I don't see that happening. I feel like Nicole and Kieran, they're going to be in a relationship. I don't know if it's going to go to the long run whereby they will marry and all of that stuff, but I do see them having a relationship maybe for close to a year or so, or maybe even more, but I see them having a relationship for at least close to a year. So I don't see them just being together to win. Okay, so now Joey have decided that he wants to aggravate Mimi for the most likely to cheat. And then he's like, oh, Mimi going to the distance because Ayo did not want to stay with her. That's why she then went back to Josh. And like, honestly, it is enough. Enough is enough. Like, Ayo did not say, I don't want to stay with her. Ayo just did not go to the terrace. What did they think was going to happen if he went to the terrace, really? If Ayo was going to say just the conversation that they have, that he wants to focus on Jess, he was still going to have that same conversation we had, if it was even had, on the terrace. So that's it. So I don't understand why they are making it seem like that terrace was like one big thing that was going to happen. Like, I don't get it. It's just overplayed at this point. Like, yeah, I agree that Mimi head was shaking and she wanted Ayo back, yes, but she didn't even have the chance to even have that conversation with him. So there's no way you can say that Ayo didn't want her, because at the end of the day, we can all say speculate, but you don't even know what she wanted to ask or what they wanted to talk about, because it never happened. But then according to her, they had the same child, because it was child they were going to have, but then Ayo was the one that shut it down. That's what happened. But she has shut it down before with Ayo now, so can we just rest? And now she's happy with Josh. Like, I don't understand what this whole thing is all about. Like, at this point, I don't understand. Because Joey, if Grace did not shut it down, you would maybe not be with this girl now. Grace shut it down when you showed this guy attention. So what is all this? Like, Mimi was just like, okay, enough is enough. And then she gave it to him and she told him that I know your history here. Do I throw it on your face? Like, what is all this? So the fact that he actually got Mimi angry, because Mimi doesn't get angry. Mimi does not pipe up at all. So Mimi piped up this time. And you can see all of them calm. They didn't even vote Mimi for any category anymore. They just shut up. Because it's kind of like Josh is giving it to them. And Mimi has been quiet. And they've been taking a mickey. Sometimes my mom used to tell me this. If you're too sweet, people will lick you up. And if you're too bitter, they're going to spit you out. So be sweet. But then when they want to lick you up, show them bitter. Then they would know. And I'm glad that finally it took almost 8 weeks for Mimi to actually show them that she can actually give it back. Because they are just taking a mickey. Because she's quiet. It's like they're just trampling all over her. Like she has no emotions, no feeling, nothing. It's just him too much at this point. So I'm glad that Joey finally got her angry, because enough is enough. And then list to walk outside. Grace and Ruben was number 1. Jessie and Joey was number 2. Jess and Ayo was number 3. Now I'm going to say this. I don't think if Jessie and Joey was number 1, they were going to be evicted. But anyway, Grace and Ruben, that eviction was really serious. Like, I didn't see it coming at all. I was in shock, because firstly, it was not announced. It was on the app. I did see on Twitter someone saying, vote for Mimi and Josh for this category only, and don't vote for them for the other categories. But I was thinking, what is this? Honestly, I didn't look at it. I thought it was vote. I like, voted on in the, like, general public voting. I didn't know that it was like that app. So I saw it the next day and I checked, but then it was, the vote has already closed. I'm so happy that actually general public were actually standing by Mimi and Josh. I expected them to be on so many other categories, but you can see that the public verdict is that they were hardly on any of those bad category at all. So that's a good thing. I'm happy about that. And I feel like at this point, for Jess has really tried. I do think that Jess and I are not staying outside, not lasting. And she's saying that they are going to prove, or cheating. She was saying that they're going to prove them wrong or something like that. I do think that Jess, yes, you're not going to cheat on Ayo, but Ayo, I don't know. I don't trust Ayo. I can't trust Ayo for nothing. Like nothing. I can't trust him to not cheat. I can't trust him to not even dump you the moment you guys get out of the villa. I can't trust him for anything, because that guy has not really stood on anything. But I would love to be pleasantly surprised for him to actually be in a relationship with her for a long time. Just the same way I thought that Shax and this girl were thinking that she didn't really like Shax. Shax was the only one that liked Antanya, that Shax was the only one. But then they're together. I don't know if they've broken up now, but it's seeming like if they've even broken up, the issue was not from her end, it's from his end. So yeah, we never know what will happen, but I would like to see that, but I don't trust Aya. And I don't think, honestly, I don't want Aya for her, just because I don't think he's deserving of her. I feel like he's going to be in a relationship where he's going to be stressing you the fuck out. And I don't want that for nobody. So that's that. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow night. Bye-bye.